Alright guys, what is going on? Let me make sure everything's working before we start. Alright. Working before we start. Everything seems to be in order, so we can get ready. Okay. Let me fix that. Okay. Just got out of the shower. So, I'll tell you the plan real fast. Actually, this music's terrible. Give me 1 second. Let me switch it. I thought I was going to listen to some chill Minecraft music, and it's giving me actual doo-doo water. Okay. Alright guys, today we are doing a 24-hour stream, and the reason being is that I didn't make any progress throughout the week on this manga contest, so I decided, hey, I'm going to live stream me doing most of the progress so something gets done, right? Because this is like the only day I have off. I only have 2 days off throughout the week, so I'm going to go ham to the wall, go crazy into it. What was I gonna say? We have a to-do list of things to do. If we complete the to-do list, I'll be fine to end the stream early, but I doubt that will actually happen. So, well, I'll show you the list real fast, if I can pull it up. Screen share. Okay, guys. So first, real simple. Finish writing the story. I got the story already written out and everything. I hope I'm not streaming on TikTok because I gotta make sure. Give me 1 second. Alright, we're not. I was wondering where that 50 came from. Okay. Back to it. Okay. So. Whatever. Anyways, what we'll be doing is first we'll be finishing writing the story. Right? I need to finish writing the fight scenes. So once we're done writing that out, I'll stream it, or I'll screen share it as well, so you guys see what I'm writing. After we're done with that, we have to draw out the outfits for Paul. Draw out an outfit for Sebastian, and then draw out the collar. I don't know, I think it was this guy. The collar, right, is the guy that calls Paul after he's done with a mission or after blah blah blah. Basically his own like situation, and I'm trying to figure out if I want him to be a girl or a dude. So at the moment I'm thinking I'm gonna switch his gender to female, and then we'll go off from there. Then after that, draw Sebastian Goons, storyboard the entire manga. And what I mean by that is what I mean by that is I'm going to, let me just close up. I look like I have no soul. What is this camera doing to me? Do I mog? I do not. Anyways, we are going to storyboard it, and what I mean by that is I'm going to draw out little stick figures and draw the panels for each one and just try to figure out what I like, and then we'll draw the next. After that, the next will be this, drawing manga characters only. And what I mean by that is I'm going to draw out the entire manga first, but I will only do the characters. And by then, I will actually be very happy with what I've accomplished. So, at that point, and we're not, I'll say this, I'm not outlining anything, I'm not doing anything like that. I'm literally just drawing the characters, I'm sketching them out real fast. I want to get all this done very quickly. If I can get this done by 2 a.m., maybe 4, maybe 5, 6, 7, 6 or 7 o'clock a.m., that'd be awesome. I doubt it, but there's a good chance I will. Okay, let me look. To get out of this. Bear with me for a minute. I'm gonna look through some of my music. Raw the my music. Raw the my music. Raw the Okay, sorry about that. I just needed to see the how loud everything is. I'm gonna go through. I actually have a few playlists. Okay, I have a bunch of lo-fi music. Come to us. Your writer, come to us. What are you talking about? Is this a scam? Is this a scam I'm seeing? I stream on Kick, this ghetto website, and they're already trying to sell to me. I'm literally just gonna delete that. I don't trust that. I don't trust that. I don't trust that. Okay, I try to mute everything and it's still not freaking muting. Alright. So let's get to it. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you guys. I got about I love how it says 3 views. That's all me, man. The second I see more than 3, I'll be happy. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Hopefully this music isn't copyrighted because I would like to use this for literally anything else. So, I'll show you what I got. First, we got this one. It's honestly, it's a little blasphemous, honestly, because it's like it's Eve from the Bible holding an apple monster, and then those numbers are like 666 in Jewish or Hebrew or whatever the frig. So yeah, it's pretty bad, right? The messaging that is being told here, but it's a pretty good drink altogether. I'm gonna actually probably drink that one first. Then we got what's his name from one show? It's Conquest. And then I got Eve, and I got Invincible. So let me reenact it real fast. Say so, I need you, say so. Okay, so we got that, right? We got it. We got another Conquest. Then we got a couple other pink ones. I'm not sure which one is what. I just gas station. They had a deal 3 for $7.50. That's actually a pretty good deal around here, around East Parch. And then I got the classic White Monster again. I didn't think I needed this many, but my gut said you'll probably need it. So I'm gonna put most of these away. I don't think I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I'm gonna drink all these. If I do, that either means I've completed all my work or I've died. There's no in between. We're doing this. Cheers. Alright. Let's get started, guys. I'll be honest. You guys probably won't. No one's watching this right now, but just in case someone is actually watching this, if I don't get to your message as soon as possible, do not worry. I will. I'm focused. I'm focused on writing right now. How'd I drop a viewer? I see. Okay, let's get started. Screen share. Okay. Can you see that? Give me one moment. Oh, whatever. No one's watching this anyways. I don't know why I'm worried. Did I already finish this? No, I didn't. I have to go back. Says, what does he want? What do I want him to say? Something snarky. I'll just put I wonder. Oh, yo, what's up? Okay, sorry I didn't get to that. No, what we're doing today is well, at the moment I'm writing this story for what's it called? For this manga contest. Can I have this pop open? No, so I'm having this for a manga contest. Where I'm doing a 24-hour live stream where I'm just gonna sit down until I get everything I want to get done. And right now we're going through the script, we're going through the panels, and I'm trying to like condense it and also try to make it look good and like just so I can. I'm making it so I can understand it later on more consistently. So when I go to draw it, it actually looks good. So that's what I'm doing right now. If I'm not super talkative, it's mainly because I'm on this. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can, because I don't want to like neglect looking at chat. Sorry, I couldn't. I don't know how to do it. So, what is your name? What's my name? Ethan, I guess. I don't know why I said that. That's what my name is. Shoot. Screen share. No, come back if you get bored. Come back in like an hour. I'll probably be drawing by then. Okay. Give me 1 second. Can you zoom? Let me try. I thought that would be an issue. So oh yeah, I remember now. I remember. No, it's the other one. Okay. Figured it out. I'm freaking genius. Okay. So let me get back to what I was doing. And if it's very messy looking, just know that it's a work in progress. I'm trying my best at the moment. I don't usually write, so it's just a little tricky. Oh, yes. And I keep forgetting how to spell this guy's name. Dude, there's no one here. It's just me and you, man. It's only me and you. It's all that matters right now. Okay. Do I mog, by the way? Do I mog? Okay. So do you... Where am I from? I'm from the United States. United States of America. But if you're wondering, like, where, what state, it would be Chicago. Born and raised in Chicago. And when I mean Chicago, I don't actually mean Chicago. I was like an hour away from Chicago, so anyone that lives in Illinois will say they're from Chicago, even if they were at the bottom of the state. Okay, I think I'm done with that pant. You're from India. How's it in India? Here it's terrible. You're gonna steal my information. You stealing my information? Is this why you're asking me? Steal my identity? Nah, I'm just kidding. Well, wouldn't that be messed up? Alright. Then the fight begins with one coming behind the pillar. One at 2 o'clock. Jeez. Yeah, it's over here. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. first attack. He blocks the first attack. I saw your drawing. Oh, thanks, man. Tell me what you think. I do put a lot of work into my drawings. Not some of them. Some of them I actually just draw up pretty fast, just for like Instagram and TikTok or whatever. But besides that, I do take my time with some of them, especially stuff like this project. Then we see I think a 12-foot. Dude, it shows. Whatever. Okay, that's no big deal. Yeah, that should be plenty. Honestly, dude. You should be able to see this. Honestly, I don't know. Yeah, we'll do it like that so you can't. Yeah, no problem, man. Then we see 2. And 2, okay. And I haven't created names for these goons because they don't really need names. They're like puppets, basically. I don't know what to call them. So we're just you're gonna have to get used to 1 and 2. It's not too hard. Because they won't have names. No one will mention them by name. They won't talk either. They have no agency in the story. So just try to remember it if you can. Paul looks up while blocking the first punch. Then we see 2, a 12-foot 12-foot tall monster beginning to punch downwards onto Paul. Paul thinks to himself, Was and Paul deflects. Actually, it wouldn't be deflects, it would be redirect. Redact. No, Yeah, that's how it's spelled. I'm not an English major. Alright. So I think that'd be like one panel. And I'm trying to figure out 2 watching. 2 is watching. That is pretty good. And as quick as lands on Paul jumps up. Jumps up and punches Hugh's head off clean with the gauntlets. Who's Paul? He's the main character. I forget to say these things. He's the main character. I'll go through it. I'll go through it real fast. So, what is happening right now is Paul is the strongest vampire hunter in the world or whatever, right? This is the whole basis of the story. And then we have Sebastian, which is a vampire that can control zombies, basically, right? And that's why you keep saying 1 and 2. 1 is really durable but fast. 2 is super strong but like kind of slow. Not like slow like dumb, just generally like sluggish, but he can like pack a punch, but he's not as durable. So, and Paul right now, he's using these weapons I created called, I think I called them Sun Gauntlets. So if it's to combat vampires or whatever, right? So when someone or anything, when he gets, does he have a team? No, he's alone. The strongest always fight alone. That is that's why this vampire is using his team to fight Sebastian, because the vampire is weak. Even though this is his power, his idea of getting to the strongest is different. But I'll say this: he gets. Oh yeah, the gauntlet thing. The kinetic energy that hits the gauntlets, right, will turn into energy to like to create little suns on his knuckles to like combat these vampire things. Any friends? Me any friends? No friends. Him friends? Paul? No. He's here because this vampire killed his friends, right? He's coming for justice. Not revenge. Revenge is different. He's coming for justice. Because who else will do it if it's not him? Let me see. This will be completed March 31st at the very latest. It will be entered into a contest, the kadokawa contest, or whatever it's freaking called. I'm excited for it because I'm not joking. This is my story. This right here. I'm going up against the strongest in the industry. I'm going up against manga apprentices. I'm going up against YouTubers. I'm going up against everyone on the internet to win this contest. That's exciting. If that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will. I can't wait to win, because I will win. You know that, right? You're watching me win. Watch me not even get honorable mentions. Watch me lose. Paul drops down. Paul says, what was that about me losing? Says, while smirking. Like it even matters. Says, like it even matters. Then thinks, you will surely succeed, yes. Those gloves are going to be a problem. Paul says, yeah, it doesn't for you. Or it's, wait, no, that is. Like it even matters. Doesn't matter. For you, you don't gotta fill out paperwork after this. Upper Hooded. fight too, and he launches him into the ceiling, and okay. So this is where I kind of gave up, and I just like did whatever. Where can I see this? So I'll say this. When I do get this done, it will be on my YouTube channel, right? I'll have the entire thing out. I don't know if I'll have people voice act it, because I could get some people on Fiverr to do that, and that'd be really cool. But if I had to say so, like what's gonna happen or when you'll see it, I think I will probably release it on Webtoon if the contest. So I'll say this. If I win the contest, right, you'll have to go read it. You'll have to read it at the Kadokawa website, right? You'll have to read it there, because then I can't. It's out of my hands. I can't do anything. They can't. I'm under legal contract by then, right? But if I lose, I'll have it on Webtoon. I'll have it on my what's it called? I'll have it on my YouTube. I'll have it on my TikTok. I'll have it everywhere, right? I'm gonna enter 2, because I already got one story done. It's a short story, another one, and I could show it to you, but I don't feel like taking it out right now. And then I got this one. So be excited for one of those to be, because I know both. If one at least wins, that's awesome. If both lose, you guys will have more content. That's what I'll say. So either way, you guys win, if that helps you out. Sebastian starts to mock him. It says, never give up. I wasn't planning on it. Okay, let me think. I'm trying to figure out how he'll mock him. How would I... I don't know how I'd do this. So this sucks. I'm trying to figure out. I have to go back. I have to read it all again. Give me one moment. Okay. Okay. Panel 1. we see a man running away with a man above him. There's a close-up of his foot. We see him fall. Then he looks up to see the light at the end of the alley and thinks, I might escape. I might be able to leave. He starts running towards the light. He looks back. He sees nothing. He looks in front, sees a silhouette of a man in a long coat with red hair. Scarlet red hair. We see a close-up of the vampire's face and a close-up of Paul's face. Then the vampire is kicked across the alleyway. The vampire starts to crawl away. We see a double-barrel shotgun in Paul's hand. Then his leg is blown off. He screams in pain, blah, blah, blah. Vampire says, oh no, my leg. I'm not going to say that. Then Paul turns him over and says, you thought you could get away from me? This is really corny. Are you alone at home? Yeah. What kind of question is that? What are you going to come here and kill me? Alright. Alright. Vampire says, you vampires hunters can eat my fecal matter. And then he spits in his face. No, you're fine, dude. Then Paul shoves a gun in his face and says, you are scum. Paul says to the vampire, you are wanted for killing multiple different families in the area. Then you made it personal and killed my friends, my squad mates. So now, I will deliver justice to my friends and the people you killed. It's what I have to do. Because I am the strongest. Paul says, but first, where is the other friend? Where is your other friend going? He was much faster than you. This is where the conversation kind of ends. Vampire tries to answer Paul. Paul looks a little confused. Paul forgets that there's a gun in his mouth, so he pulls out the gun out of the vampire's mouth and says, sorry about that, I wasn't thinking. Vampire says the location and he says, please don't kill me. Paul says, you should have thought of that before messing with me. Vampire says, no, wait, and then boom. We see a massive panel of the vampire's head being blown off with this gun. Oh, holy cow. Actually, one of my friends is a detective, and she tells me that I always think like a detective. Okay. Okay. Okay, Batman. Mr. Detective over here. Just playing. Alright. Then we see a small drawing of him lighting the match with his teeth or something. He lights it. He throws it on the vampire's body. Then we see the vampire's body, his corpse, on fire behind him. Behind Paul, while he's on the call, saying to Thomas, this is the caller, by the way. Saying, dude, give me a second. This chocolate's thick. Okay. He calls up Paul. This could probably be someone else. I'm probably going to change your name to like Alice or something. Or maybe Ashley. I have no idea yet. Anyways, he calls up Thomas, says, get my gear ready. Or he says, Thomas, get my gear ready. I'm going on another hunt. Meaning he's going to go after this guy that just ran away. Thomas replies, you haven't slept in the last 48 hours. You need sleep. Paul says, just totally ignores him. Says, shut up. He says, I'll be coming over to grab my gear in 30 minutes. Oh, sorry, I didn't say my name. My name is, Sure. Sure, dude. I could call you that. I'm literally just going to call you by your, like, username. Okay, so Thomas says, fine, I'll get your gear ready, but you need to take a break. Just because you are the strongest does not mean you are invincible. Paul rebuttals. He says to Thomas, then what do you suggest? I take a nap while the vampire's on the run? How many more people will die in the meantime? 20? 10? Maybe? 10 maybe? Or maybe it's just one. If the answer is not 0, I won't stop. Because I'm the strongest. I have to do this because who else will? Who else will bring swift justice to these monsters that killed my friends and countless others? No one but me. No one but me will be able to do this. Paul says, I'll be there in 30 minutes. Get my gear ready, you peasant. That's what he'll say. I don't know. Then there are 4 panels where he explains the guns or the weapons. Your story's so good. Thanks. It's my first time. So he says, Thomas says, here's all the gear I've got ready. I've got the shotgun, I got the 1911, flashbangs, grenades, your combat uniform, knuckle dusters, an adrenaline shot, and your favorite dagger you love so much. Paul says, what about those? And he points. And he points towards gauntlets he sees. Besides him, Thomas says that is a prototype weapon called the Sun Gauntlets. They turn kinetic energy received from damage into tiny suns to use against vampires. Paul says, yeah, okay, what's wrong with them? They sound pretty good. Thomas says, for one, they break easy. And 2, we don't know how to activate the second stage of these gauntlets. Paul says, second stage? What are you talking about? Thomas says, "Oh yeah, right. Totally forgot. The second stage of these gauntlets allow the user to temporarily double their existing physical attributes and become super focused, almost like they have adrenaline running through their blood for about 2 minutes, give or take. And to activate this stage, you first have to produce the black flames that come out of these gauntlets." Paul says, "Let me guess, you guys don't know how to produce the black flames." Thomas says, "Correct. Only one guy did it, but he had the gauntlets turned off while he did it." Paul says, "I'll just take him, just in case." And he says, "I'm off." I had written a story a long time ago. After writing only 2 episodes of it, I started getting busy, so I couldn't write it later. Dude, I don't know what to say. Like that's cool, but you gotta continue. Like, I'm busy all the time. I find it out of my day. Like, I only have like 2 days. I'm not even joking. I only have 2 days. Maybe you actually don't have 2 days, which is, that's actually reasonable. But if you got free time, any type of free time, you got to do it. Because if you don't do it, you're gonna regret it. And if you regret it, that means you could have done it. That's the main reason why I'm doing this. I don't want regrets. I don't want to say to myself, I think I could have done it, but have no proof that I could do it. You know what I mean? Like, I can't be prideful and say, hey, I'm going to win, but I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to put the effort in. So, I would suggest to you that if you really want to get back into it, get the book Atomic Habits. Get the book Atomic Habits. Read that, right? And then after that, you'll be able to do basically anything you need to. Anything you want to do. Now, I'm still getting through the book, but the little bit I have read has actually done a lot for me. I draw daily. I don't write daily because I don't really need to write daily. But if I wanted to, I could. But I honestly think you should go out and do it. If you're still watching this, you got free time. I think you should really go and do that. Because no one else will. I'll tell you that. No one else will do this for you. No one else will write that story. No one else will draw that story out for you. No one will do it except you. So I suggest you go do it. And with that being said, I'm going to get back to it. Okay. Okay, that's it. Panel 18. And then panel 19, we see a full panel of Paul with a flashlight looking back and forth throughout the sewer. Thanks. Yeah, no problem, man. Paul sees a huge door beside him. He says, I wonder. He says it jokingly. He says, I wonder. We see a close-up of his hands pushing up against the door. He pushes them out, and he walks in the center of the room. We see Paul in the middle of the room from a distance, behind a couple pillars, I think. And he says, hey, can anyone tell me? Hey, attention please. Can anyone tell me where the short vampire with the ugly haircut is? We see Sebastian on a stage at the back of the room, look back down onto Paul and says, Paul Nightingale, the strongest vampire hunter and the biggest pain in my butt. Paul says while pointing and smirking, "So you do know me. You do know me. I had the idea you didn't, because what vampire that values their life would decide to piss me off by killing my friends?" Sebastian says, "Well, I was trying to get your attention, and it worked because you're a self-righteous prick that thinks protecting the weak, or more actually right now, carrying out justice for the weak, is what the strong is obligated to do. But in reality, the strong is not obligated to do anything but use the weak to get more power. And that's why you're going to lose." There's a camera angle from below and behind Paul. Paul says, "Did you recite that before I got here?" So, I don't know how many people are participating in the contest, but from last year's contest, there's about 1,500 people. This year, I assume there's going to be double, so I would assume there's about 2,000 to 3,000 people this time. That's just an estimate that I've gathered, but I could probably be wrong. It could probably be in the same margin, or even higher than what I'm thinking. 3,000 is highballing it, because I actually had to go search for this contest that was happening. Okay, back to it. Paul looks up. Oh shoot. I'm not where I'm supposed to be. Then Paul begins. Okay, never mind. The fight then begins with one coming up from behind the pillar, catching Paul off guard. Paul blocks the first attack. He keeps punching over and over. He's like, boo, boo, boo. He keeps punching. Paul thinks to himself, whoa, this guy's fast. This guy's really fast. But he's not doing a lot of damage. And I'm going to say we see how many people are selected in this. So, there's two categories, right? And you can enter in multiple categories if you want. So category number 1 is the wordless manga contest. If you win first place, there's only one first place, right? So if you win first place, you get $10,000 and a chance to publish this somewhere, right? Then the next prize, I think, is like $5,000, and I think there's 2 second places, and then 3 third places, and then 1 honorable mention, right? And that's for one category. So there's 2 other categories in this. 1 wordless and 2 actual words in it. I'm doing the word one, so I'll probably have more competition if I had to say so, right? There's probably not a lot of people that can do wordless or don't want to. So I am going up against a lot more people than I think last time. So that's fire. Well, anyways, right now, it's like, let's see, how many people are getting selected? 6 people, 6 or 7 people at the moment. All right, let's get back to it. Paul looks up while blocking the first punch. No. I'm right here. He keeps punching more and more. Paul thinks to himself, whoa, he's fast. But he's not doing a lot of damage. And he launches him back, right? He launches him back across the room, making Paul slide backwards. He gets his footing back. Paul looks up. he sees a downward punch from this 12-foot monster beginning to punch downwards onto Paul. Paul thinks to himself, where was this guy hiding? Where was he hiding? Then Paul redirects. He redirects the punch downwards to the ground. And as quick as the punch landed, Paul gets ready to jump up. He jumps, readies his gauntlet, puts the suns on or whatever, right? Jumps up and just wally-wops or whatever. I don't know what the term is. He freaking cleans the head off the shoulders. Then Paul jumps or drops down and says while smirking, what was that about me losing? What was that about me losing? What was your name again? Sebastian says, like it, Sebastian, but like it even matters. Then Paul says, oh no, not Paul. Sebastian thinks to himself, those gloves are going to be a problem. Paul says, it doesn't matter for you. You don't got to fill out paperwork after this. Comedic relief. That's cool. You got a friend that does... You got a YouTube friend who can... is a manga artist? We haven't talked in a while. Is he any good? Is he any good? Give me 1 second. The music turned off. Sorry, give me 1 second. Yama? I keep disconnecting to freaking Twitch. I bought... What was it called? Multi-streaming on... Streamlabs OBS, right? And it's not streaming to Twitch. It keeps disconnecting. What is this ghetto website I'm using? Dude, why is it not doing this? That's so irritating. Live unstable. Okay, so it's back to doing its thing. Okay. Seems like it's back to it. Sorry about that. It irritates me. So yeah, tell your friends about me. Tell your friends, hey, there's this really cool guy. There's this really cool guy that does like art on his channel. That'd be awesome. Alright, back to it. Then Paul gets sneak attacked. He gets an uppercut. He gets uppercutted. Oh shoot, my actually, you know, I'm gonna do it like this if I'm gonna read through it. He gets uppercutted, right, by the 12-foot monster. Boom. He gets launched into the sky. Boom. Launched into the sky. His back hits the ceiling, cracking the ceiling above him. He falls down onto his chest. almost killing him, right? Okay, now let's screen share now because I don't know where else. Starts to mock. Paul starts to mock him and says to Paul, that was he says strongest my what is this? What are you doing? What does that mean? That was easier than expected. Strongest my blank. Thinks what to do. What am I supposed to do in this situation? I can't feel my legs. Says what happened? Oh, let's go. So stupid. So funny. Okay. Then Paul thinks, what happened? I killed him. Why is he still able to come at me? Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Go tell anyone you want about this. Go ahead. I don't. I was just mainly joking. Okay. That was easier than expected. Strongest my blank. You can't deal with a couple of puppets. It's puppets. Must be an ability of his. That would explain why. That monster yeah. Destroyed. Oh, I remembered. Yeah, that's more like it. I remember it looks something like that. Dude, I'm not the best when it comes to spelling. Okay. It must be an ability of his. That would explain why that monster was able to get up after his brain being destroyed. So that means I'll have to that means I'll have to. What is his power? I mean, the name of his attacks. Who are you asking for? Are you talking about Paul's attacks, right? If you're talking about Paul, right? His ability at the moment comes from his gauntlets. He's just human. He's just a human, but his weapons try to make up the gap in between human and vampire. Okay, so yeah. So right now, his ability is literally those gauntlets I introduced at the beginning of the chapter, right? Sun gauntlets, as I call them. They turn kinetic energy into energy, an energy that can be used to combat vampires, to either stop them from healing or to just to enact devastating blows, right? Because, you know, normal guns won't do as much damage as these gauntlets, right? And then there's a second stage to the gauntlets. And the second stage is akin to almost like adrenaline. Adrenaline that can be used to like enact crazy damage, and it will help the user stand a chance against vampires, right? But the only way you can activate it is like by sheer will, to be focused, to want it to happen, to have faith that it will happen. That's why the user has to turn it off, has to turn off the gauntlets completely off, and have absolute faith that it will work. And then when they do so, when they go for the attack, when they go for the black flame attack, and they land it, right? Not only does it do incredible damage, right? Not only does it do that, it will also double their physical stats, right? And this mode only lasts about 2 minutes, but it can be reset every time they land one. And the more you land it, the easier it gets to land. So, and it keeps doubling. So say I'm 2x my physical stats, right? I can bench, say this guy can bench 225. I can bench 225, but we're going to say this guy. This guy can bench 225. He lands the black flames like I was talking about, right? He can now bench 450. And then we double, if he lands another one, double that. Boom, he can now land, or now he can bench 900 pounds, right? And it just keeps going the more you go at it. And you have to be very skilled with this. That's why the strongest could only do it. And that's just a way I can justify a human actually being able to combat a vampire, not straight up, but like combat a vampire, what would it be called? Direct, more direct. Because I think if Paul wasn't so direct in him fighting, he could have done it sneakily. He could have done it almost like Batman, but he doesn't. He says, I'm just gonna go at it. I'm just gonna go at him with everything I have. And that's why he needs those gauntlets. Because if he didn't have them in this story, he probably would have lost. I say probably because if he wasn't as cocky, say if he wasn't cocky during this whole interaction, he wouldn't have gotten slammed like he did just now, right? He got slammed, like uppercutted into the ceiling, breaking the ceiling above him, this concrete ceiling. Alright, let's go back to it. Paul thinks puppets. It must be an ability of his that would explain why that monster was able to get up after his brain being destroyed. So that means I'll have to kill Sebastian or Fleet. So that means I'll have to kill Sebastian or completely obliterate the two puppets. Unfreeze, dang it. Continue. To think. Dude, that's fine. I don't care. I'm just happy that you're actually able to watch the stream. In 30 minutes, I'll probably have the story done, or at least most of it. So you'll be able to actually see me draw. Who would have thought I'm actually gonna draw today? I'm actually gonna be able to draw. So it was great watch. Great for you to be here. That's awesome, man. Thanks for watching. Paul continues to think. I'll have to games. Dude, don't worry about it. If you got more important stuff to do, go do it. Or just charge your phone and come back here. Dude, I don't care, honestly. Because if you go, no big deal, right? It's #1 fan. You are honestly the #1 fan. Hopefully you'll be here until I'm famous or whatever. Just joking. Love to see you. Don't worry, I'll be here in 30 minutes. I'll be here still. As long as my internet's well, or my internet's good. Continues to think. I'll have to hit the black flames Thomas was talking about. What? How? What did he say? Paul starts to calm. He recalls what he said. Paul starts to recall what he said. Thomas was talking about, but how? I can barely breathe. It's... No. No. Forget about that. Forget about that. What did he say to me? Paul starts to recall what he said and remembers two things. One, the gaunt. Whoa, 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 whoa. A kid. Adapting now. Dude, I'm not the best with words. Best with words. I'll tell you that right now. He gets up. Says, I have an adrenaline shot. He gets up. Stands up. Maybe it wasn't. I'll be back. I need to go to the bathroom. Ugh. What's up, guys? I'm back. I took a pee break. There's no one here. Why am I... I forget I have to be mewing. Is the chat box not working? That confused me a lot. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, who got a hold of my Arctic? Such an idiot. Alright, I'm really confused. That's not what I was trying to show you. Oops. Is it showing? That's so weird. I'm trying to figure this out. Alright, I'll be back, guys. Uh, it seems like it's not working. I can't put chat on the screen. I've been trying to figure it out. It's not working. So, we'll have to just deal with it. Sorry, guys. I'll be back. I need to go get my cat. This little guy being a little pest. We will be taking breaks throughout each thing. So once I'm done with this, this being the task at hand, I'm going to take about an hour break to do whatever. Happy Valentine's Day, guys.
Perfect on the very first try. That being
Oh. Sorry, guys. I was watching a video. Dude, this is such freaking... Ah! Well, whatever. Dude, this is demoralizing. I've been here for 2 hours and I only got 1 viewer. Alright. Back to it, guys. Says 49 hours. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not going to be listening to lo-fi anymore. It doesn't help me. I'm going to listen to Yeet, but I'm not gonna get copyrighted, so you're listening to nothing. My bad. Not really that sad. Sorry. The sole exception of Satoru Gojo. That actually looks fire. Alright. Alright, guys. Back to it. That's perfect. It hides right behind here. Actually kind of helps me out. Helps me out because I can actually see what you guys are seeing, which is really cool. Alright. Familia? That's actually a fire song. I don't care what anyone says. One of my favorites at the moment from Yeet. I'll go tit for tat. I'll go bit for bit. Okay. Yeah, this is where the action starts. So let's get to it. Says finish him off quickly. 0 viewers, holy cow. Oh. I don't know how that's possible. Am I just not streaming? Sebastian says, finish him off quickly then. We see 1. Speed over. What keeps happening? Why does he keep doing that? Okay, let's just... Let me see if I can... Okay. We see one. Speed over to the liver. The... Yep. I just want to see this. I don't know why that keeps happening, but we're just gonna put it over here at this point. I'm not messing with it. Well, I'll put it right here so I can see it. The killing blow. But Paul throws his knife. At one's foot, stopping him in his track. In his tracks. Well, Paul closes the distance. I don't know why I said it like that or spelled it like that. While Paul closes the distance. And okay, I gotta read this so I don't and the black flames activate. Then Paul, I came back. Awesome. What's up, man? You didn't miss much. Sending one. Hey. Sending one at him. Paul throws his knife at his foot, stopping him from running. Then Paul lands a clean punch on one's face, and the black flames activate. Then Paul realizes one and two's. We're still writing. We're still. It hasn't changed all too much. I was at one point I was fiddling with the chat thing so it would show up on stream, like on the sidebar right here, like right. Can you see my mouse? You can. So it'd show up like right here, but I just couldn't figure it out. So we're back to writing. It's not that big a deal. I turned off the music because I want to listen to my own, but it's all copyrighted. So that kind of sucks for you guys, but it's helping me focus a little bit more. 2 watching, 3 watching. Holy cow! Okay. Paul closes the distance and punches 1 in the face. And act 2. 8s. See, I can't even spell. Activates the black flames. He activates the black flames. The black flames. And pushes that's not how you spell cross. The room. Oh, that was me testing the chat. I was seeing if I could activate the thing on the screen. That was me just typing. That was just me. That's nobody. And activates the black flames, pushing 1 across the room. One sends. Okay. Paul thinks to himself. Whoa. If I had to say what's my favorite anime, it would probably be. Okay, I'll tell you what my favorite anime right now is, like this year. I think it's Jujutsu Kaisen. But all time, I have no idea, man. That's a hard one for me. If I had to say, it would either be Hunter x Hunter or Hunter x Hunter or uh what's that one called? Lush. Uh, Geass. Code Geass. That's what it was. It's either Code Geass or Hunter x Hunter. Those two and Jujutsu Kaisen. Those are like my top 3. So I know that's a weird top 3, but I love Hunter x Hunter. Like that show or that manga and everything. I don't even have the manga, but that manga in general has done so much for anime. Your favorite anime probably wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for Hunter x Hunter. Like Jujutsu Kaisen, JJK would not be here if it was not for Hunter x Hunter. They would not have the same power system. Now I don't know about domain expansions like in Jujutsu Kaisen. I know that is actually our original idea, but like its power system that is roughly inspired by Hunter x Hunter. Yours is JJK, Solo Leveling, Naruto Shippuden, Dragon Ball Super. I liked Naruto as a kid. I liked Naruto as a kid. I've never watched Solo Leveling. I like Dragon Ball Z better. So I love Dragon Ball Z. I watched the entire not watched that. I read the entire manga, and that was actually really good. One pushes one across the room. Paul thinks to himself, "Whoa, that was crazy." Anyone. The tiny one is more der well, the so whoa, that was crazy. The tiny one is more durable than the big guy. But the big guy can do damage. I'll that was that was crazy. The tiny one is more durable than the big guy. But he can do some serious damage. Do some serious damage. I'll have to watch out for him. Fast. He's fast, durable, but weak. He's slow, fragile, but strong. Don't know much about Sebastian over there. Whoa, that was crazy. That was crazy. Am I disturbing you by talking too much? Now you're fine, man. Okay. He pushes one across the room. Paul thinks to himself, "Whoa, that was crazy strong." Wow, that punch was crazy strong. I feel stronger. Less, uh, Fatigue. Fatigue. Fatty. Egg. Fatigue. Paul thinks himself that, whoa, that punch was crazy strong. I feel less fatigued. But that punch barely did anything. Too tiny. Oh my gosh. That punch barely did anything, the tiny. Did anything tiny. I know that punch stronger than the last one. Okay. So let me recap. How many panels is in this? I think about 52. The max I can do in the contest is 60. So I'm trying not to get to the max. I'm trying to get it shorter if I can. But if I can't get it shorter, it's no big deal. As long as it's under 60, that's fine. So let me recap the info I know. Sebastian. These puppets. Way. Down. Let me recap the info I know. Sebastian controls these puppets. The only way to put them down is to completely destroy them. Or the only way to put them down is to completely destroy them, or to kill. So let me recap the info I know. Sebastian controls these puppets. The only way to put them down is to completely destroy them or to kill Sebastian. The tiny one is fast but fast and durable, but weak. And the big guy the big guy and some damage. I think there's an I in there. Yeah. He can deliver some serious damage, but he's slow and fragile. But weak. Physically weak. And the big guy can deliver some serious damage, but he's slow and fragile. Okay. They're slow and fragile. I'm trying to figure out what he'll say. What what would Paul think in the situation? What is he gonna say? Okay, I want to read through this one more time. I'm sorry about this, but I have to figure this out. We see one speed over to deliver the final killing blow, but Paul throws his knife at one's foot, stopping him in his tracks. While Paul closes the distance, he punches one in the face and activates the black flames, pushing one across the room. Paul thinks to himself, "Whoa, that punch was crazy strong. I feel stronger. I feel less fatigued." But that punch barely did anything to Tiny. And I know that punch was stronger than the last one. Than the last one on the big guy. Okay, so let me recap. Let me recap the info. I know Sebastian controls these puppets. The only way to put them down is to completely destroy them or to kill Sebastian. The tiny one is fast and durable, but physically weak. The big one can deliver some serious damage, but he's slow and fragile. So there. He's slow and fragile, so they're here. So they have, what would I say? So they are So they cover each other's weaknesses and strengths. So, weak. Strengths and weaknesses when paired together. You must win. Thanks. Together. So I'll need to separate. So need sep. I'll need to separate them and other completely. Okay. And weaknesses. So, when paired together. Oh. When paired together. So I'll need to separate them and kill the other. Separate one of them. There we go. Separate one of them. And I have to separate one of them and obliterate exist. Sense. There we go. Here's showing that it's 0 watching, but I'm watching you. Dude, I know. I'm seeing it right now. That's weird. Oh my gosh, my back itches so much. Okay, let me think. Okay, so what do I say after this? I want to say the narrator says it, but I'll come back to it. So right now there's only like 2 characters. So it's literally just Paul and Sebastian. Paul and Sebastian, those are the only 2 characters that you really need to know. The other guys, like 1 and 2, those are literally just goons. Like they are nobodies. You don't really need to know their names. Like I could give them names, but their names won't even come up because they have no personality. They have no personality. They have no agency. They know nothing. They just do what Sebastian tells them to do. They're literally like zombie puppets. Okay. Paul then says, when was the last time I was... Paul says, when was last time when was the last time I was... Oh, I'm gonna put... This is gonna be hard. Difficult. This is gonna be extremely difficult. Then, but why? Not why, but why am I so happy? So excited. Was the last time I was challenged? 5 o'clock says, but why am I so happy? Why? So excited. And when was the last time I was challenged? For the first time. For the first time in Paul's life, he was in the zone. I'm actually kind of hyped for this. Dude, I am literally Paul, by the way. For the first time in Paul's life, he was in the zone. Are you play Free Fire? Dude, I don't know what that is. Dude, I play computer games. I don't play mobile games. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Sebastian says, so do you know coding? I know what coding is. I've never really coded before. Besides like making me trying to make a game. Which I could have honestly did. It wasn't that hard. I just got really bored of it. So I can't say I know how to, but if I did it, it would be pretty easy. Sebastian said, so, Mr. Knight, Net, Mr. Knight and Gale. So Mr. Nightingale has dang, these files look crazy, man. Okay. So what about the files, man? What do you got to say about the files? Sebastian says, so Mr. Nightingale has a little bit more energy. Yeah, dude, what about the files? You gonna keep talking or you just come here and say, yo, we got the files, man. We got the Epstein files up in here. What about them, dude? If you send a link in chat, I'm gonna have to freaking block you, by the way. So I wouldn't suggest it. Uh, Sebastian says, so Mr. Nightingale has a little bit more energy. Good. So now 2 goes on the offensive, tries to punch. Two goes on the offensive, tries to punch Paul, misses. Paul goes to punch two, but one blocks the black flame, pushing them back all together. Sebastian comes in from the back. Okay. So this is where it starts to get a little chaotic in the storytelling. I'll go to Alright, guys, give me one moment. I want to check Twitch. I don't want some idiot doing something stupid over there. Two watching, yeah, no, this is awesome. Okay, so what was I gonna say? So right now I'm trying to figure out what to do. Freaking dog across from me. Okay. Uh, hey guys, hit the follow button. Dude, I'm trying my best right now to get to like 50 like followers on Twitch. That would be awesome. I want to really do that. But we're going to get back to what we're doing. Because I don't think the guy is doing his thing anymore. So, we'll be fine. Screen share. Okay. So we're back to it. Who goes on the offensive, tries to punch Paul. He misses. Paul goes in for the punch. But one blocks the black flame punch, pushing them back all together, right? Right? I'm just gonna put a note on this. Nothing. Sebastian comes in from the back. We see running. Pillars. We see Sebastian running behind the pillars from the running behind the pillars, right? He and gets behind Paul. And he comes from the back, then they fight back to back for 2 panels. Sebastian pushes him back. Now, let me try. Yeah, I could show you some real fast if you don't mind. I'll do it on the big screen. Alright. So that's him. That's Paul. Right? That's what he's gonna look like. Now, I haven't really drawn out Sebastian all too much. I've drawn a couple pictures of him, but they're not really good. That's what we're gonna do later on. We're gonna draw these guys out more. But when it comes to what they look like, this is Paul. He's got good looks. All right. I give 10 out of 10. Thanks, man. Gosh. I don't know what you mean. Please tell me. Are you? I don't know what that means. We see Sebastian running behind the pillars. He's going fast, right? He goes behind the pillars, tries to sneak attack behind Paul. They fight back to back. They do some martial arts thing, right? Eventually, Sebastian gets the upper hand and knocks him in the face, pushing him back. He's like, oh. And then he pulls out his gun and he starts shooting at Sebastian. He hides behind the pillar. Then one grabs him, and one grabs Paul. And one grabs Paul, and two grabs one of the pillars and throws it at Paul. Paul thinks it dodges the attack. It goes in for the attack for 2 and lands one of the meanest punches into his chest, setting him on fire. Okay. It says something cheesy like 1 down. Uh, hey, okay, I'll be back. I need to go to the bathroom. All right, I'll be back. All right, back to it. Sold separately. Uh, Now I'm trying to figure out what they're going to talk about. I'm just not sure. You know what I mean? Like, what are they specifically going to talk about? I wanted them to talk. I wanted them to specifically speak to each other. I think. I'm trying my best at this moment. They talk for one panel. It has to be a short conversation, too. Paul says, "You nervous?" Not as nervous as you're gonna be. Dare I strip you of everything you have? Sign like that. Oh, that's what you meant. Ugh. This is not as nervous as you're gonna be. Strip. I think that's about it. One runs up on Paul, grabbing his arm. Paul. Oh. He got even faster. While also stealing and destroying one of his gauntlets. One down. I would think that's what I'm gonna do. Says one down. Paul smiles and throws a flashbang, blinding Sebastian. Then Paul pushes towards one, blows his head off with a shotgun. He has two grenades in his left hand. Then puts two grenades in his hand, pushes a hole, punches a hole through one, and have the bombs go off. Then we cut to Sebastian looking at Paul with one's upper half gone and his other gauntlet destroyed by the blast. They talk for one panel. Oh. Suspicion was right. What a loser. I think that's what I'm going to play. I'm going to reference freaking JJK again. Actually, no, I don't think I will. Paul says, my session suspicion was right. Assumption. My assumption was right. Even want it's destroyed. Still. But still got the power from them, but I can't activate the black flames again. So I only have I only have 2 minutes until the strength is gone. Till the power reverse back to my so Sebastian, thanks. So I only need to last 2 minutes. It says, I bet Paul says, I bet you're thinking you only need to last until I'm out of juice. What a loser. What a rat. Oh man, we're close, guys. What a rat. Swings around, throwing him through another pillar. Oh, Paul walks up to him and says, "Get up." Fight. I wanted. I think I cooked. I don't know. I think I cooked with this. They have one final clash. Paul grabs the fist of Sebastian and punches his head clean off. Says one liner. Paul says,